Today we're going to talk about purpose. We're going to talk about what it actually means to be living, a purposeful life and being in alignment with what you want to do and what it feels like and how it's going to look, right? For me personally, at least right now, I'm living in alignment, but it's weird because I've never lived this type of life before. It's like a different type of version, right? It's very quiet, I'm isolated, and I don't have many distractions around me. And every single day also just feels on repeat. It just feels the exact same. And some days, I do want to just complain and be like, this is boring. This is fucking boring, right? But I have to also remember before I start complaining that, my peace is everything. My peace of mind is everything. And that the more I can stay in peace, the less drama I have to deal with, the less problems I have to deal with, and the less I have to stress myself out about what my actual end goal is. The days just seem the same every day. It's not like I'm doing nothing I shouldn't be doing. It's actually the opposite. I'm doing everything I need to be doing, but I'm doing it alone. I'm doing it in silence, and I'm doing it at peace. You see, before I was in alignment, I was doing the right things. I was also doing some things I shouldn't have been doing. And because I was doing some things I shouldn't have been doing, there's always been like a weight on my chest. Like, you have to get this done. Like that voice inside of me just stressing me out about how I have to do this and how I have to be this person every single day. And it was more heavy. The dream felt more heavy. It felt more like something that I had to try. But I'm starting to believe that you don't really have to try. You obviously have to put in some effort to get started, and continuously every day you're starting. But when you're living in alignment, life is gonna feel easy. That's how life should feel. And I think part of the reason is trusting God and trusting that He will guide us and trusting that His timing is perfect. That's a big key in all of this. It's like you have to believe that you're meant for something. You have to believe that it's already yours and you're just going, and that you're just living your life. And as long as you're doing the right things, that you shouldn't have to stress about X, Y, and Z. Like living in this purposeful life, it's like, it gets boring, right? But at the end of the day, it's not boring because you're doing the things you love. Everything kind of feels easy. The work feels easy. And the days kind of just feel shorter. Before, the days felt longer. I felt like I was working way harder, stressing myself out way harder. Compared to now, everything just lined up. I don't really smoke that much anymore. Thank you, God. He removed me completely from that. Now I'm working on my money. I prayed that God gave me a job. He gave me a job. Now I'm working on managing my money. And I really just appreciate that I'm going through this life like how I am right now. I appreciate that I'm learning these soft skills that I would have overlooked in the past. Like managing money has always been on my mind, but was I actually trying to manage money? Or now, compared to now, it's like I am managing money. I'm not trying anymore. I am managing money. And another thing is, you have to remember when you're on this journey and you're on this path to be someone better, to, fulfill your dreams, you're becoming a new person. It's not like you're going to be the same person with the same thoughts acquiring a dream. You have to become a different person to do this. And God's going to test you by I don't know, however he tests you. He will test you though. He will see if you break. He will see if you give up. He will see if you make the wrong decision. So another key component in this is that you have to have awareness. You have to be sober. Because if you're not, you lack awareness. You lack awareness. And awareness is very key, and clarity is very key in all of this whole journey, because God's going to test you and throw things at you. And you have to experience it in life. And you have to go about it the right way. And if you don't, you're just going to fall back into that same person you were. But you have to remember that you are becoming a new person. You are becoming that person that can have that amount of money. You're becoming a person who can travel anywhere in the world by themselves. You're becoming the person who can interact with anybody they want. But you can't just get that from being the same person and having the same habits. It doesn't work like that. So when people, stress change, it's like, yes, I agree. You should want to change yourself. You should see what needs to be changed. And I fell victim to this, but I'm starting to realize that it's not so much change yourself, change this, change the way you do that, change this. Not so much that. It's more understanding the person you are meant to be. Yeah. It's understanding the person you are meant to be, and then doing the things that align with that person. See, you have your old self. This person may eat unhealthy. This person may smoke or drink, a couple times a week, right? This person may surround himself with individuals who influence him, right? What God will do, or what the universe will do, whatever you believe in, what will happen is that He will isolate you. He will make something in your life happen to then isolate you from those people influencing you. And then He will test you. They will reach out, and your test is to understand that they're reaching out, but you're not supposed to be with them, because you are supposed to be alone at this period of your life, right? Then what He might do is He might take away all of your money. You might be dead broke. That's also a test, because it's like, okay, I can't buy any more substances. I can't buy any more unhealthy food. So I have to not have it. But He will test you by giving you little bits and pieces of money to see if you go buy it again. And God is very forgiving. It's not like you have to stress yourself out if you fail these tests. And that's another thing I want to get to. It's like, we are going to mess up. We are human and we make mistakes. And I really, really, really want to stress that, because it's like, I personally used to overthink about everything. Like, if I wasn't doing something I knew I shouldn't be doing, I'd stress myself out. I'd apply so much pressure on myself when I know I didn't deserve it, because I had good intentions. So my advice, my personal advice, is to understand that you're not perfect, and understand that you will make mistakes, and understand that every single day you are becoming that person, because this dream of yours is already yours. But you also have to understand and you have to take accountability in the fact that I have to stop at some point. And that's the key. You have to take accountability and say, I have to stop at some point. And I know I'm going to stop at some point. And you have to try. And if you mess up, you mess up. If it's hard, it's hard. It's fine. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. I personally feel like if you put the more pressure you put on yourself about a situation that you know you shouldn't be doing, the harder it is to actually get rid of it. Because all you do is think about it. And it makes you want to indulge more. Right? Or if you're unsure, it makes you want to go back because you are uncertain and you're scared. You don't know what you're supposed to do. So you have to take accountability and you have to have awareness in situations like these. Right? Also, another thing is that when you're on this journey, you got to remember that people aren't going to understand what you're doing or why you're doing it. This journey is very specific to you. It's all your journey. No one else shares this journey. So when you end up alone or you get isolated, you got to try your best to look at things on the brighter side. Like for me right now, I feel like I don't listen to music like that no more. I'm not scrolling on social media no more. All I might do is watch a YouTube video a day. And I had to eliminate all short-term gratification. I'm not really eating that unhealthy either. I'm eating at home every day. And it's like the person I was a month ago used to do all those things. But slowly I became to understand that this is what I have to do. I had to accept that this journey is for me and I can't just ignore it. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can't just ignore what you have to do. You can't, because it's yours. It's already yours. So you can't ignore it. I think knowing what you have to do is actually a blessing. But once you are too deep into whatever you indulge in, that's when you don't really have awareness and you are going to neglect this journey, this path, and your dream. You're going to start to not believe in yourself. You're going to start to believe that this only pertains to a certain type of person. Whole time, all you needed to do was accept that it's yours. My shoulder hurts. Fuck, my shoulder hurts, bro. And another thing about pressure I want to talk about, because today, I didn't wake up late. I woke up kind of late. So this week I started a new routine. I started going on a 5 a.m. run, right? And I'm not gonna lie, my body has been sore this whole week. I've been tired this whole week. Busy this whole week. 5 a.m. Then I got a whole schedule filled out all the way up until 9:30 p.m. And I take a nap somewhere between 2 to 4. Taking a nap. So I'm tired. I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. And today I didn't wake up on time. I woke up at 5 a.m. I heard my alarm and I thought about it. I was like, oh my God, I have to wake up. And I'm not gonna lie, I snoozed. And I went back to bed and I woke up at 6. And when I woke up at 6, I was like, how do I feel? I felt like I let myself down. I felt bad for what I did. I felt like I lied to myself. But I also remembered that I'm not perfect. And what I'm doing is really hard and difficult to sustain as the person I am today. It's a hard thing I'm trying to sustain. It's a hard schedule I'm trying to sustain. And I was exhausted. So I was like, what I told myself is, how can I make today just a little bit better than how I feel right now? Because how I feel right now it's making me feel like I'm a loser. But I know that's not the case because of the work I've put in. So I'm really trying to get rid of that, bad self-talk. You gotta talk yourself out of things where you feel bad. You shouldn't have to feel bad. So what I did is at 6 a.m., I was like, alright, I'm just gonna pray. I'm gonna read my Quran. And I'm gonna go take a cold shower. And then I'm gonna do 100 push-ups. So it's like I might have not went on that 3-mile run this morning. I might have not went on that 3-mile run this morning. But I still showed up for myself in ways that still are beneficial. And it's okay if I want to give myself a break. I'm not hurting the world if I want to give myself a break. I'm not hurting anybody if I want to, if I feel tired and I need a break, right? I have the choice to make. And I'm just realizing that it's okay to fall and get up again. I don't want to put pressure on myself for doing that. Because I don't deserve that. I don't deserve to have that mental fog and bad self-talk just because I feel like I didn't do something I was supposed to do. I want to be easy on myself. And I want you guys to be easy on yourself as well. Be hard on yourself. Have some standards. Have some boundaries. Know what's right, know what's wrong. Make the good decisions. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm saying bad self-talk isn't helping you. It's not helping you. So, overall, stay consistent on this journey no matter what you're doing. Just keep waking up every day. Keep getting up every day. Do what you have to do to make yourself feel good. And you will be good. Just stay persistent on this journey and don't give up. Don't just quit. It's going to get lonely. It's going to get boring. It's going to get hard. It's going to get tiring. But it's all going to pay off. It will all pay off. It will all pay off. And I believe that. Okay? I'm not there yet, but I believe it will pay off. Because I don't believe I'm dumb enough to do something for so long and to think a certain way for so long and to feel a certain way for so long and do something for so long for there not to be a payout. It doesn't make sense. I'm not that dumb. I know I'm an intelligent person for myself. So I'm telling you guys, you got to think about it. Would you really be doing this stuff for no reason? Would you be watching these YouTube videos for no reason? No, because you know deep down that there is a payout. So remember that when you're on this journey and you feel down. Alright? It's Donnie. Hope you guys are having a good day. Hope you guys have a good night. And, FANASI, JULENE. A world to be you. Alright? Peace.